Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel. As promised, today's video is going to be 5 discontinued makeup products that not only have withstood the test of time, but I still continue to use on the regular whenever I need to do my makeup for an event or something where I'm not on camera. These are the products that I'm consistently grabbing for because they are just that good. And if any of the brands are watching, please bring them back because honestly, I am obsessed with all 5. So if that's something you're into, make sure to keep on watching and don't forget to subscribe because I upload every other day. And that'll be the best way to stay up to date on all the fun stuff I'm posting. So if you want to jump into 5 holy grail ride or die makeup products that you have definitely seen on my channel before, many, many times over the years that are unfortunately no longer available for purchase. These are the products that are that good that I'm going to do a video on them. And even though I hate talking about products you can't buy anymore, today I'm going to. So if that's something you're into, make sure to keep on watching and don't forget to subscribe because I upload every other day. That'll be the best way to stay up to date on all the fun stuff I'm posting. So if you want to jump into my ride or die favorites, stay tuned. So the first one is going to be a no-brainer, and the reason I'm talking about it today is because when this got discontinued back in 2017, I stocked up. And when I say stocked up, I mean I probably got 5 backups, and here we are. I am almost done because I just grabbed my last backup. This is the Dior Skin Forever. I don't even know where to start on this. I don't know where to talk about this. It is a demi-matte satin finish with SPF 35. It has oil and shine control. This is just the best foundation of all time. When Dior discontinued this and they started doing the new Dior Forever foundation, it's not the same. This one is so much better in every single way possible. The new one has a glowy formula and a matte formula, and I've said it before, I don't like either. Even mixed together, it's not good. This is it. Now, I have again gone through many, many bottles of this, and this is my last one, which means when it's done, it's done. I remember many, many years ago, I told you that my favorite foundation combo was mixing this with 1 pump of the Fenty, and I still love that combo. Whenever I have an event or something I have to look good for, and I'm not filming it and you guys aren't seeing it, this is what I'm wearing just because it is that good. Now, that is specifically when I'm looking for more of a medium or full coverage. You know, lately I've been really into this no makeup, lightweight coverage vibe. I've been using the Beauty For Real MVP Tinted Moisturizer for probably 2 years now, and that's my, like, holy grail staple ride or die. But still, when that event comes around and I need to look perfected, this is what I go for. Now, the next product only half counts as a discontinued item, but it is a discontinued item. Now, this is the Hourglass Ambient Lighting Edit Unlocked Palette. I will say this is the best ambient palette that Hourglass has ever came out with. You have a setting powder, a contour powder, a bronzing powder, a highlighter, and then 2 blushes, 1 illuminating and 1 satin. The best color assortment, period. Now, this formula is still available and you can get the highlighters or the bronzers or the blushes individually, but every year they come out with a different palette, and this was from, I think, the holiday season of 2018, and it just is still one of those things that I can't live without. I take this every time I'm traveling because it's just such an easy, universal palette for me to throw some stuff on. I used this powder to set down the concealer on my under eyes today. I mixed a little bit of the blush together to give me a little bit of color back to the cheeks. And that's really all I did today because I'm not wearing really much of anything. Tiny bit of spot concealing and then these powders. I will continue to use them for a very long time. I do sanitize my powders regularly, which is where I'll just mist it with alcohol, or I'll take a tissue first, take off the top layer, just to make sure that I'm keeping, any oils and residual out of getting rancid within the powders. But it is one of those ride or die formulas that I will continue to grab for. Now, the next 3 products are all discontinued items from Anastasia Beverly Hills, and when ABH launched each of these, I cannot tell you how quickly I picked them up. All of them have become staples. Many of them I've used for special occasions, and if you know me, you already know what most of these are. We're going to start oldest to newest. First is going to be the Nicole Guerrero Glow Kit. I still use this regularly. Things expire, but with powders you have a little bit more forgiveness. This is still one of the best glow kits ever on the market. No exceptions, no questions. I will continue to use this until I am physically unable to do so. The colors are beautiful. I love mixing them together. Even the deepest tone is great on darker complexions. I wouldn't say it's great for deep dark or the really deep end of the spectrum, but for me, having access to the light pink, the white, the mauve tones, just in general, very few things even come close to comparing to this. However, if I was going to say there is one that does come as far as that universal highlighter, it is the ABH Resi. I know that you know this is coming. It was one of those things that not only did they come out with, but they actually, after they discontinued it, relaunched it and sold it out. And then everybody went crazy and it's still not available. Now, I did talk about on TikTok a couple months ago that the Revlon Skin Lights highlighter is a very, very close dupe. Now, I'm going to say it's not identical, but the formula is so similar that if you haven't used this one, but you've seen it on people and you've wanted to try it, this will do the trick. But when I do side by side, I still like this one just a tad bit more. This one, it doesn't accentuate texture, but for some reason it doesn't melt into the skin the same way. Like after I put this on, I'm done. If I put this one on, I need to then like mist it, touch it up with a sponge, layer that sandwich of powder with setting spray with sponge, just to make sure that it's showing through the skin versus sitting on top of the skin. This one needs no help. And the last one to this day is still my favorite eyeshadow palette of all time. It is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Sultry palette. This is one that has consistently been there for anything I needed. It is definitely janky and seen some love, and I'm surprised I haven't hit pan on this, but it is the perfect cool tone palette, especially for me. Those gray neutral tones. I'm not really a huge fan of warm tone eyeshadows. I will do them, and every now and then I'll be like, I want a really warm, chocolatey, brown, smoky eye. But this is just such a perfect collection of colors for my coloring. If you are neutral or cool, I have a very cool undertone. I mean, there was a time where my foundation was like so pink you could paint a little girl's bedroom in it and it would not look off-putting. And I love those undertones. So using these neutral, cool hint of gray. It's the reason I like purples as much. I still love my Natasha Denona Lila palette, which is kind of available, but the formula is different. But when I was looking at the two and I was trying to pick which of the palettes am I going to talk about today, this one fit the bill. I wore it to my brother's wedding. I wore this to many events over the years, and it's one of those that I still consistently grab for. I have quite a few of the ABH palettes, and don't get me wrong, Modern Renaissance will always be the one that started it all, in my opinion. But this one, just because of that neutral tone, takes it to the next level. Now, as always, I would love to hear the discontinued items that you're obsessed with. This is not everything. I have many products in my collection that I can't bring myself to get rid of, but they are just so good, but they don't compare to these five. These are the ones that on the regular I am still reaching for, where I have ones that on a very special occasion I might pull it out of retirement and use it for something. But these ones, if they're in front of me and I have a choice between this and something else, I'm gonna go for these. Anyway, let me know your thoughts and what you are thinking as far as your discontinued favorites. Sound off down below, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.